Go, Max. Today we're going to talk about the full depth squat. Teaching the full depth squat can be a challenge for some trainers, some coaches. I'll show you how we do it here, and hopefully you can take from it whatever it is that's going to benefit you in teaching the progression. When we teach the squat, really what we're trying to do is focus on creating an athletic, full range squat, and we want to emphasize two things: positions and speed. Positions being a more vertical posture, so vertebrae stacked on top of each other. Positions with respect to the bottom being an ass to the grass or full range type movement. Try and keep their hips as if it were a bucket of water. So we don't want to tip the water out forward, but we don't want to tip the water out back on the bottom. So keeping your hips level. Start with feet just outside shoulder width. You can toe out just slightly. This is going to be an example of a higher bar back squat. So he's going to go underneath and unrack the bar with a grip that's as close as is comfortable. So the idea is we want to recruit the muscles through the upper back to squeeze together and produce a nice platform for the bar. So again, hips are a bucket of water. We want to try and sit the hips directly below into that deep squat position. Go ahead, squat. Okay, up. You'll notice we don't want his head craned back. His eyes are fixed on a focal point in front of him, so he's not hyperextending his spine. Hips are level. He's going to find at the bottom a point where he releases the hip flexors to create a little bit of a bounce, take advantage of the stretch reflex off the bottom. One more time, please. We want to move up off the bottom with speed. As much speed as we can in this athletic posture. The weight's back on the heels. One more time, Rob. He controls the weight into the hole, relaxes, and goes. Two things that we'll be concerned with here are ankle mobility and back flexibility. So if you're rounding your posture as you squat, if the athlete's rounding the posture here, obviously that's evidence of either lack of functionality through lack of flexibility or lack of strength. So we really want to emphasize pulling that chest up. One good exercise that you can do to get that athlete to start to stretch the back and stretch the hip flexors, put the elbows in between the knees, bring the hands together, and then obviously Rob has good flexibility, but you're just going to take your hand in the small of the back and push down and forward as you pull the chest up to start to release some of those areas. Once the athlete feels the position that they are supposed to be in, go ahead and stand. It'll be easier for them to achieve. The other good cheat, if we just put small plates underneath the athlete's heels, squat to depth. Good. That makes it much easier to maintain a vertical posture. The third and final stretch that I think is really important, especially if you've got issues with ankle mobility. So with respect to the knees traveling forward. It's okay for the knees to travel over the toes. It's not appropriate for the knees to travel past the toes and to get the center of mass forward. One of my favorite exercises for ankle mobility. Get down in a squat position. He's going to grab the bar. He's going to pick it up and place it right at the end of the quad, forcing the knee angle down. Knee angle starts to steepen, chest comes up, and you can see that he's getting a nice stretch through his ankles. All of these things need to be worked on to maintain that full squat position. So hopefully that was helpful, and talk to you soon.